Lombok is an island of contrast. You can enjoy quiet island life, do a grueling hike up a volcano,
You're almost making it.
and then recover from said volcano on the beach. We do all three. In this first part of our Lombok experience, we're exploring the Gili Islands. For us, Gili Air was a place to mentally prepare for what comes next, and it was perfectly fit for purpose.
People from like all over the world come here, so that's kind of reflected.
Gili Air is where the whole world comes to feel like they're living in a small town,
Max, slow down.
in paradise.
We have German section, the Dutch. We even have Serbia, Irish, Estonian, Slovak.
No luck at that one, but the beach is right down the road, so might as well check out that side of the island. If you can't tell, people who come here don't want an eventful time.
One thing I want to do is maybe get a haircut before the big hike.
At most, maybe a turtle sighting.
This some quite clear the whole thing is a turtle point. We don't know exactly where.
At a certain point, there are like turtles in the area, or there are not turtles in the area.
They always turtle, but are we in the right spot?
At the right time, yeah. There are 3 Gili Islands, and they each have a different vibe. Gili Air is not for everyone, and that is why most people go to Gili T, Lombok's biggest party scene. We visit tomorrow, but first let's check out this special warung that I don't think has even made it to Google Maps. Very, very quiet. You feel like you're in the middle of nowhere almost. What kind of fish is that?
This is keeper.
That's trevally. Oh.
Yeah, probably.
We seen them.
That
So we got half a fish, and the other person got half a fish. At this place.
Basically, when you like come up to the entrance, they just have a display of all the fresh fish they've caught. Yeah, they prepare it over the fire over there, so it's pretty cool.
Thank you. So this is giant trevally. You seen it? Now we're gonna eat it.
You can just taste how fresh that fish is. And I love the spicy sauce with it, actually. Like,
It's spicy. Ooh, that's chili. It is spicy. Definitely Thai level.
I know, who would have thought? Our first time eating a trevally.
And I love how there's no bone.
I know that's nice of them.
Last part, no bone. Delicious.
Full fish feeds a family of 4. But actually the portions here, this is half of a fish. It's supposed to feed 2 people, but it's actually a lot of food. A lot to get through here. Like it's just almost startup restaurant, and I think people like it that way.
Yes, it's like home style, homemade, with a family and a friend. Only one left is a big ass fish. All the trevally is gone. We are gonna start our day to explore Gili T, the party island. We just want to walk around for a few hours, just check it out, and show you guys the difference between the 2 islands. Basically, this boat commute between this island every hour.
Going back, we take a cheaper public boat, but it doesn't run as often.
It's almost important to wear sandals.
It is actually, to take the public boat.
Yeah.
Because you have to wade through water. But when we first went to Gili Air, we first stopped at Gili T, and like almost everybody on the boat got off. And we were just a few left for Gili Air. Now we can see why. It's just swamped here. Definitely a different kind of energy here than you'll find at Gili Air.
Yeah, you want relaxing, not Gili T.
And I was asking myself the question, how did it come to be that this became the really beefed up tourist center, whereas Gili Air is a little bit more laid back, low key, less developed? And what I read seems to imply that there already was a pretty sizable local population in Gili Air from earlier on, whereas Gili Trawangan really only started to have residents in the 70s. But a little bit later, tourism really started to pick up. So backpackers started coming here in the 80s. There were very few people, and so it had this kind of free-for-all, adventuresome vibe. And so my hypothesis is that Trawangan really has attracted more people from Indonesia who really just want to capitalize on the tourism, and that's how this island in particular has gotten more and more developed, and tourists have just continued to come to this island. Versus Gili Air, there really was more of a local population, and I think that they have an incentive to want to keep a certain way of life there.
Just found a food vendor, so I'm getting mango, like fresh mango. And right, she has a lot of mango, so I decided to get mango.
So that is one thing about Gili T. It does seem to have more access to things that you'll find on bigger islands like Bali. It does have like fruits, like we didn't see any mangosteen over on Gili Air, but
Voila!
we have seen some here.
This is mango they use it to make mango salad in Thailand. Yes, 20,000, it's not bad for mango. And the sauce, I'm gonna see. Mango. It's hard to find mango, so I'm like excited. Ooh, spicy.
It's pretty good, sweet and spicy.
Yeah, a bunch of mango that she have, and you know, mango are not really the first option of the fruit here in Indonesia. Usually papaya, pineapple, watermelon. Yeah. Now, so just got one. Now there's a line of people getting somewhere.
Interesting, we found that like you can go to major supermarket and not find things that somehow this small-time vendor like has a major supplier for. This island constantly has people like just getting on and off boats.
Today is Friday.
And it's Friday, so
It's crazy tonight. So today is Friday, so I think it's gonna be a lot of big party tonight, today and tomorrow. But we're gonna have to catch our ferry back to the little quiet, quaint Gili Air. So we got the dark chocolate flavor and the strawberry. So hopefully they go well together.
yeah, they both look pretty fresh. So.
Yeah, we're gonna try now. Go ahead, Mark.
Actually, we're interested in getting books not to read necessarily here because we both have things to read on our phone. But when we go to Mount Rinjani, which is in the not so distant future, we want to have something that we can read that isn't going to burn our phone batteries.
So yeah, we're just enjoying riding around the island during sunset. Mark is right behind me, right there. It's a beautiful back road, very idyllic island.
Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. We know around half of you all are watching on TV, so appreciate the few extra steps it takes.